Residents from about 30 troubled communities in Gusau local government area of Zamfara state have staged a peaceful protest calling on the government to urgently deploy security forces to protect their lives and property. The protest follows a fresh attack on Bunji Hegemaihe community by armed bandits in the early hours of Wednesday, resulting in multiple fatalities and the displacement of residents. The report.
The resurgence of bandit attacks, abductions and killings across rural communities in Zamfara state has become a source of deep concern, especially during this rainy season when farmers need access to their farmlands for cultivation. But armed groups have blocked that access, demanding levies from residents before they can return to their farms. Fed up with the relentless violence and extortion, residents from over 30 communities took to the street of Gusau chanting in Hausa, "We want to leave. Government, help us with security agents." The protesters lamented the total absence of security personnel in their villages, which has allowed the bandits to operate freely, killing, kidnapping, and imposing illegal taxes. Security operatives deployed to manage the situation blocked the road leading to the government house in an attempt to stop the protesters. However, the crowd forced their way through. In a show of resistance, personnel from the Nigeria Police Force and the Department of State Services did not use force, but instead tried to calm the protesters to avoid escalation. An elderly man estimated to be in his 70s shared a heartbreaking story of how his 3 sons, who were his sole caregivers, were killed by bandits. He now lives in despair, displaced from his home and struggling to survive. The protesters raised alarm over the complete loss of their livelihoods due to the worsening insecurity.
We are paying ransom ranging from 1 to 4 million naira to bandits just to secure the release of our loved ones. Troops have been deployed to other communities, but in ours, there are no security personnel stationed to protect us or our properties. That is why we have come to appeal to government to deploy security agents. Our people are being killed daily. We are asking from the government is simple. Provide us with security so we can return to our farms and resume food production. 3 of my children who used to care for me were killed by bandits. Now I have no one to support me. We urgently need security intervention. We are pleading with the government to come to our aid. Most of us can no longer sleep in our homes because of the worsening insecurity. Just this Wednesday morning, several members of our communities were killed in a fresh attack, and many others were displaced. The situation is terrifying. That's why we have come out in protest, to let the government hear our cry and take immediate action to secure our community.
They vow not to leave the government house premises until authorities respond with tangible solutions to their security concerns, insisting they have no other place to go. Communities affected include Ruambore, Bunji Hegemaihe, and several others.